Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Annalisa Diaz. I am the Director of Artistic Partnerships and Innovation here at Baltimore Center Stage, and I am so thrilled to welcome you all to the theater this evening for a night of neighborhood storytelling presented by Impact Hub and GoDaddy and The Medicine Show. Yes, thank you. Before we begin, I would love to offer a land acknowledgement on behalf of Baltimore Center Stage. Baltimore Center Stage acknowledges that the land beneath us, this place, this community, owes its vitality to generations who have come before. Some were brought forcibly to this land, some came here in search of ownership and simply a better life, and some have lived and stewarded this land for countless generations. In a spirit of making erased histories visible, we acknowledge that we are standing on the ancestral and occupied lands of the Piscataway Nation. The Susquehannock, Lenape, and Lumbee peoples have also cared for this land. They are not relics of the past, but they continue to steward this land today with care, vitality, and tradition. Their relations are numerous throughout Turtle Island, and they are continuing to grow. We pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and future. Please take a moment to consider the many legacies of violence, displacement, migration, and settlement that bring us together here today. And please join us in uncovering such truths at any and all public events. Additionally, in a spirit of reconciliation, you can honor the indigenous peoples of this land by donating to Native American Lifelines or visiting and donating to the Baltimore American Indian Center and Heritage Museum and supporting local indigenous artists. Thank you. Thank you. I want to say a special thank you again to all of the partners that were involved in bringing this event to us here. As I mentioned before, a special thank you to Impact Hub, GoDaddy, and especially The Medicine Show, who has curated this event for us all this evening. Thank you. And y'all, let me tell you, I was watching the sound checks today. These artists we are about to see are going to be such a treat. Thank you for showing up this evening. As a show of hands, for how many of you is it your first time here at Baltimore Center Stage? Welcome, thank you. And for those of you who have come here before, we welcome you back. Thank you for coming back to Baltimore Center Stage. I want to make a quick plug for all of the many events that we have in the upcoming months at Baltimore Center Stage. You can visit our website, centerstage.org, and we welcome you to come back. We have an event called the Baltimore Butterfly Sessions that's on February 28th. It is also free. It will be in our downstairs lobby, and it will be the kickoff to the Healing City Summit. And so we invite you back to that event. And with no further ado, just one quick reminder, please keep your masks on for the event, and I hope you enjoy a night of neighborhood storytelling presented by The Medicine Show.
Welcome, everyone. Hey, welcome to The Medicine Show presents a night of neighborhood storytelling. My name is Michelle Antoinette Nelson, AKA Love the Poet. You can clap for me, makes me feel good about my life. Yes, and give it up for Upendo, who's been giving you the grooves all evening. Yes. So I am sure some of you are wondering, why are we here? Are you wondering that? You can go ahead and ask me. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. We are here because we are celebrating the very backbone of Baltimore City, the small business community. Yes. We are turning up one time and celebrating the launch of a program called Empower Baltimore. It is brought to you by Impact Hub Baltimore, a space near and dear to my heart, and GoDaddy. Y'all can clap for that. That's big. That's big. That's big. That's big stuff. The whole idea and reason is to just really, really bring our small businesses to the forefront, not just here, but across the country and around the world. We want to amplify their digital footprint. That is the whole reason for this program, to help them with business strategy and to just make sure their presence is felt near and far. So I'm so excited to get into this event tonight. We have 6 amazing artistic experiences, highlighting 6 amazing neighborhoods in Baltimore City. So we're going to start with the Black Arts District. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. BAD for short. Anchored by Everyone's Place in the Arch Social Club. Please clap for the historical. Yes. I love y'all. Y'all ready? Yes. So it is anchored by that. It is the corridor of Pennsylvania Avenue. So much beautiful history exists there. And we have the founder and executive director of the Black Arts District, the slam champion herself, the one and only Lady Brion. Welcome Lady Brion to the stage, everybody.
Peace, everybody. How y'all feeling? Good, good, good. So again, my name is Lady Brion, and I have the esteemed honor and privilege of serving as the founder and executive director of the Black Arts District. I'm also a spoken word poet, born and raised right here in Baltimore, so I'm super excited to be one of the storytellers on this evening, representing communities in West Baltimore. For those of you who don't know, the Black Arts District was founded in 2019, and we are the only arts and entertainment district in the state of Maryland that is uniquely dedicated to support, celebrate, and highlight African American cultural production. Thank you so much. So it is very beautiful and exciting work. Speaking of neighborhoods, the neighborhoods that intersect with the Black Arts District are Upton, Penn North, Sandtown, Winchester, and Druid Heights. So, yeah, okay. Okay. So today, I have a poem that I'm going to present for you all, and this presentation will also feature, or also be accompanied by Ebban Dorsey, who is a high school senior. Yes, y'all. A high school senior. And she is going to be our saxophonist today. And we also have images from the I. Henry Phillips archive and contemporary images from his grandson, Webster Phillips, featuring images of West Baltimore. So I hope y'all enjoy. West Baltimore was raised on the neglected scraps that we have come to cherish and celebrate. This city covered with charisma, like crabs smothered in Old Bay, energy flow like the Chesapeake Way. We harbor healers and hard work, homegrown talent in the heart of the city. Downtown don't hold the soul, so you gotta search for that. Through the vacants, past the sultry stairs, beneath the crevices of the crumbling sidewalks there, wearing goddess braids, door knocker earrings, and supernatural swag, or New Balances, a small white tee, and a scully, draped in 3 jobs that all seem full-time, and the pride of children who wear smiles for a living, coursing with ingenuity, solutions spur at the tips of their fingers, change scraping the underside of their fingernails. West Baltimore knows how to get things done. Even when progress gets crushed in the subterfuge or territorial feuds or ground in the teeth of rhetoric and regressive thinking, West Baltimore be on the brink. And you can't sink what is said to already be at the bottom, so don't that make us on the rise? We have learned to recycle broken windows and broken promises into a brighter tomorrow. Made redlining and white L's into black power. Made Pennsylvania Avenue a black arts district too, a megaphone home. Calling for migration home to a place where saxophone tongues sing the blues. Where the sky is made of jazz so it rains in improv, where club mixes bellow from turntables to speakers making legs go crazy in exuberance as we dance our pain away. This is where music is made, where drums pulsate, open palms slap sound loose from djembes, hands lifted like praise, bodies pattern after joy, smiles on face. We are people darker than blue, bleed purple and Oreo hues, souls kaleidoscope dope, spirits dipped in gold so we feel in color. We Sphinx, Lennox, and Royal, a legacy etched into our essence. We shake and bake, we roller skate and bounce back from the stress of our schedules home, where memories are stitched into murals and love pours like paint on canvas. The avenue where even our attitudes are beautiful, like a mosaic of resilience. We textured and gritty, we be history living in the present. Arch social club type of relic, over 100 years distinguished, where the leaders of men could chop it up like kinfolk a toast. May the jazz bands never stop playing. We, the home of Freddie Gray, and the place his body laid the groundwork for an uprising. We spirits rising, homage to ancestors, may their wisdom be our guidance. Ethel Waters, U.B. Blake, Chick Webb, Cab Calloway, Billie Holiday, to the ancestors of today. Scooter became an idol for a generation, Ashe. Concrete christened this culture, a city baptized in a cornucopia of melanated magnificence. We, the future's image, picture perfect in our imperfection. This still life celebrates the fact that we are still alive. We got churches on every corner, which means we know prayer and how to receive a blessing, rebuke a devil when approaching. Can't have this joy of mine. We be a miracle city that chooses to survive, chooses not to be numb or succumb to the violence. Ask Baltimore, ceasefire, why? We press on the way the resilient will always persist. Determination strapped to our feet. They all report this city dangerous, which is to say we fight for ours, even when it means making street pharmaceuticals occupational. When loving your family and this city ain't optional, it's innate. Baltimore be sanctuary. This place has the most gorgeous kind of ugly. Unity folded into fragmented shards, scarred and scathed, but still here. Winded and withering, but still working with a special kind of strength that emerges from the bleak and colors the way we speak like, yeah, dummy, we so bad, we good.
We so bad, we good. Give it up one more time for Lady Brion and Ebban. Woo! All right. How y'all feeling? All right, all right. So, up next, we have Southwest Baltimore, which is anchored by Highlands Market and Union Square. It's affectionately called SOWEBO, named by its community. Representing this neighborhood, we have the founder and president of Epic Fam, the MC, the singer extraordinaire, accompanied by two amazing dancers. We have Tracie Jiggetts, Juju. Yeah, oh yeah, Tracie Jiggetts. Juju, and the one and only Easy Jackson. Give it up, everybody.
Will I find peace in the midst of this insanity? Is there somewhere I can go? If I asked you to pack your things and come with me, leave it all behind, all the pain, would you go to a place that no one knows, where our souls can finally glow, where our loved ones been before, with the earth now we are one? Am I at peace, or is my heart just settling? Let me know if there's something more. Is the darkness just a gateway to infinity? When it's all said and done, the light will lead me to my home, to a place that no one knows, where our souls can finally glow, where our loved ones been before, with the earth now we are one.
Driver, take me to Baltimore. I need to see Epic Fam.
Yeah. Champagne season. Say you let the beat breathe. I just tell them cause I'm breathing if they ask what's the reason. Hey, hey. Yeah, alright. Hey, yeah, I said I'm motivated, and middle fingers to them cause I know they hate it. I had a couple situations where I shouldn't have made it, but I won't get that information cause that related and I'm too sophisticated. I know it's a couple that probably want me gone, yeah, but I'm like and I ain't hiding, I've been making songs. I ain't ducking, tell them bring it on. You should make a list before you kick the bucket, you should get it going. We ain't got an issue with them. Hey, I know niggas wishing, but just wishes ain't gon' hurt us. Hey, we've been on a mission trying to know who desert us. I got what these niggas missing and some that you ain't heard of. Hey, lot of niggas out here on that fake, slow as makeshift. You know I make hits, pull up in a spaceship. You know I take trips, so it's how we broke it on my 8. Do numbers like the Matrix. I am just a man who know his purpose. Shit is just to get to the money before the curtains. Get the closing on the cause that shit gon' come for certain. So I've been going for 2 and you know that I've been converting. Hey, I said I'm motivated, and I remember way back when it was cultivated. Told myself the homies be faction and this shit was created. Still don't be in the trap moving green like Space Invaders. On your head like temper taters. You know we take them capers. You talking smoke, no we want all the vapor. Lot of days thought I wouldn't wake up. When it come to the team, to spread it out, sometimes you gotta take a pay cut. And we don't never worry about what they touch. Keeping my close to my heart like a Bro with the A cups, team staying the same like one make cuts. This a long time coming. Mind moving 1,000 miles and running. Bro told me he ain't coming, and them can't bring the gun in. Can't take nothing from him, cause where we from, that's how niggas coming. Banging down in the paint like they was Andre Drummond or Anthony Davis. Tell me who gon' save us? I roll my paper, stay out the way, I'm trying to get acres. Dropping the figures, I told my don't let them take us. Could ball like the Lakers. I feel like I'm LeBron in the States. From cutting my steak up, will think I had to go get my cake up. I want my teeth and wrist shiny and my neck to be Jacob. Every day I wake up, I say I do it for the sake of my niggas is locked and the ones that's in the box on their way up. Now my motivation is doing that can motivation. That's real. Hey, yeah, that's why I'm motivated. Every time, Lord. Hey, you see my motivation.
SOWEBO, 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 SOWEBO. You have lots to gain, for so much you've lost. Don't crumble in my arms. SOWEBO, 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 SOWEBO. You ain't gotta ask far as Union Square, Holland's Market, where the Target is not where you go to pick up knickknacks, family packs of Tic Tacs. SOWEBO, 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 SOWEBO. You in Southwest Baltimore, shorty, you heard me. Dirty down here, axis of renovation, gentrification. SOWEBO, 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 SOWEBO. You have lots to gain, for so much you've lost. Don't crumble in my arms. SOWEBO. You ain't gotta ask far as Union Square, Holland's Market, where the targets are many, sitting on the axis of rehabilitation and dilapidation. SOWEBO, 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 SOWEBO. Party in Holland's Market, where goddesses reign in cities of gods. We are here in Southwest Baltimore, shorty. SOWEBO, 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 SOWEBO. You have lots to gain, for so much you've lost. Don't crumble in my arms. SOWEBO, 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 SOWEBO.
Wow. Wow. Man, y'all beat me to it. I was going to say give it up one more time. For Easy Jackson, Tracie, Jiggetts, and Juju. Representing SOWEBO, Southwest Baltimore. So we're at a point tonight where we are, this is like a great moment. We get a chance to talk with the coordinators of this program, the people making this happen, this magic, bottling a little bit of what Baltimore has, the joy, the magic, the drive, the power, all of that. Every day, they're putting in the work to make sure that this program happens, Empower Baltimore. So I'd like to welcome to the stage Q Ragsdale, the Director of Acceleration for Impact Hub Baltimore. There's Q. Q is coming. Keep clapping. Q is coming. Keep clapping. Yes, we want to keep clapping until Q gets right here. There's Q. Hey! So we have Q, and we also have Bakari Jones, the Empower Program Manager at Impact Hub Baltimore. Hey, come on with the sneakers. I'm glad I changed my clothes, because they sharp. So glad to have you with us this evening. Can't wait to find out more about the why we are here. But first, I want to ask you two specific questions, one for you and one for you. It's actually the same question. What is it that you do? I told your title, but what is it that you do day to day at Impact Hub Baltimore? And why do you do it? What drives you?
Okay, so I like to give context. So to answer that, I have to tell you who I am. And I'm a strategist, I'm a futurist, an innovator, a creative, someone who believes in the power of a positive mindset. And so I use all of those things to support small businesses. And I do it, why do I do it? I do it for my big mama, because my big mama had a small business. And so all the work I do is dedicated to her. And I know what it's like to have a passion for a business that you've built and just need a little bit of support, a little more new skills to get it to its next level. And so I do that work because I know what it's like to need that extra support, and because of the power of spending your dollars locally, you know? Yeah, right? Clap for that. Because when we all do that, not only do we help the 30 businesses in our first cohort, we also help the mouths that all those businesses feed, and multiply that by the thousands of small businesses right here in this city. So.
Ashe. Nice. Bakari?
Plus one, just co-sign all of that. I also consider myself a visionary and a strategist, and I especially love being a dot connector. So I think that my approach to being in this work is wanting to help people have those aha moments and to just help bring ease. I think there's so much dis-ease within Baltimore City, within our nation, and business, economic development is one of the things that just kind of adds a little bit of oil, just smooth it out a little bit. So that's one of the things that I like to at least try to do. So I think that's the approach that I try to take to this work. So just trying to help connect the dots, and I think that's what we do at Impact Hub. So that's my why.
Yes. Amazing. So word is Impact Hub Baltimore is far more than a co-working space in 2022. That's the word.
True.
Yeah,
True.
I heard.
True.
You know, and so can you tell us about this program, the Empower Baltimore program, because I feel like this is kind of the catalyst to why it's far more than a co-working space in 2022.
Absolutely. So y'all know I'm a trainer because it's like, I gotta give you the context, right? So Impact Hub is a part of a global network of over 25,000 people driving change around the world. There's 100 other hubs just like Impact Hub Baltimore in 60 cities across 5 continents. And so GoDaddy, Empowered by GoDaddy, had already partnered with Impact Hub King's Cross in London. And GoDaddy was looking for the next city to bring the program to. So our friends in London said, and I quote, "We've got to go to Baltimore."
Hey!
And so they called us up. And what I love about them is they came to us with data. They said, Baltimore has more than the national average of micro businesses, that's businesses with 10 or less employees. In Baltimore City, we have more than the national average. Wow. And then when you think about, we all know, yes, clap that up, right? Right, the city of the side hustle and the full-time hustle, right? The 5 hustle. And so with that, we all know how our businesses have been impacted in the extreme challenges from the pandemic. And so big problems are best tackled collaboratively. And at Impact Hub Baltimore, our approach is to be collaborative. And so I'm gonna toss it to Bakari to talk about what that collaboration and connecting the dots looks like.
Yes, I think the slide that you all saw just before this showed all of our program partners. And we have, yes, so clap it up for these folks. I don't know whether or not you recognize these logos. If any of our program partners are here this evening, we just want to take a moment to just say thank you. The folks that are represented on this screen have helped us not only just find the actual local businesses, micro businesses as they are referred to apply for our program. They also helped us review applications and settle on the 30 businesses that we are excited to welcome into Cohort 1. So the very next slide will also show the names of the folks that are in Cohort 1. And we just want to take a quick moment to ask those folks to stand up if you are one of the local businesses that is going to be in Cohort 1. I don't know if y'all can see them. But
Can we raise the lights a little so we can see them?
Yes.
I want to see them. No, we can't see them?
So thank you. Congratulations to those folks. Absolutely. We're excited to, again, just help them connect more of those dots. And Q mentioned, not only does Baltimore have more than the national average, Baltimore has almost 3 times the national average of micro businesses. So we know Baltimore has a little funk, but Baltimore has all of the charm. So we can't say thank you enough. If you all had one of the hot dogs outside, anybody get a dog? Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody get a Doug? Anybody get a Doug, as we say here? Sporty Dog Creations. Yes. Also another one of the micro businesses that we're excited to support and promote this evening. So yes, these are the dots that we're looking forward to connecting you all. This is the fruit of the collaboration that Impact Hub and all of our program partners have helped bring to fruition.
Amazing. And the first cohort we're launching tonight, correct?
Yes.
And can people still apply?
Yes, people can still apply. If you go to empowerbaltimore.com, you'll see more information about the program, including the link to apply. And the deadline to apply for cohorts 2 and 3 is March the 24th.
What date did we say? Okay.
Nice.
And can I ask all of y'all for a favor? How many of y'all have a small business in your neighborhood that you love? Thank you. Clap it up. So, Love, ask us how long we're doing this program.
Okay. How long have you been doing this program?
We're doing this program all year long, y'all. So this is the first cohort. So if you have a small business that needs a website or needs to enhance their digital presence, send them to empowerbaltimore.com, have them apply. They can do an in-person cohort. We've got self-guided learning and some business summits all coming to you this year.
Woo. So that would be the perfect moment to end the interview, right? One more question. So you said that this is happening all year. I love a good future casting. So what is the plan moving forward in the next year or so? Where do you see this going?
Ooh, that's a great question. So our friends in London are still doing the program. We also have counterparts in Iowa and Phoenix. As our cohort right now happening in Alabama. So as long as GoDaddy is we want to keep doing this and we keep getting more than the businesses that we can, the businesses that we can handle, the goal is to keep it going. And I think our ED, Michelle Geis, is probably somewhere nodding, being yes.
Well, thank you so much for this. I'm so excited about you all. I'm excited about this partnership. I'm excited for Baltimore.
Yes.
What? Love my city. Let's go. Thank you both for joining us and for this interview. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much,
Have a good
Love.
night.
Good night.
Peace, everybody.
Give it up for Q Ragsdale and Bakari Jones. And you can literally walk into Impact Hub any day of the week and talk to these amazing people. Isn't that something? Like right on North Avenue. That is crazy, right? It's amazing. So we're gonna keep this thing rolling. And I brought my special little cards because I wanted to get this here right, okay? I wanted to say all the words, okay? So y'all with me? Actually, you know, I want to do a little. Can you give me a beat? Can we get a beat or something? Can I get a little something? Something fast. Let me just get something. Okay, I gotta do a check. Hey, how y'all feeling? Oh, I need to know. I need to know on this side of the room. I say, how you feeling? All right. In the middle, I say, how you feeling? Okay, that was good. I say here to my left, how you feeling? Oh, okay. They got y'all. They got y'all. Y'all want to try one more time? I say on the right. I say, how you feeling? Okay. In the middle, I say, how you feel? On the left, how you feeling? I think that was a tie this time. So I just wanted to get a little something going, you know, before I bring out this next wonderful presentation. Up next, we have the Artesanas of Creative Alliance. They are representing Highlandtown, an area that has Patterson Park, wonderful programming that is inside the Enoch Pratt Free Libraries. I've never seen so much good programming happening inside of the libraries, except on like that. It's concentrated on that side of town. It's beautiful. I mentioned already the Creative Alliance, a hub in this city. Man, we have the Artesanas. They are the creative immigrant educators of Latin American origin. They are representing a very, very, very diverse community in that area. And they create bilingual programming at the Creative Alliance honoring artistic traditions. So please give it up for the Artesanas of Creative Alliance.
Sí, hija, son tamalitos.
Mamá, extraño a mis abuelitos. ¿Por qué estamos tan lejos y no estamos allá con ellos? ¿Por qué te veniste a este país?
Para darles un futuro mejor, para que ustedes estén mejor y estudien. También los extraño mucho, pero pronto estaremos con ellos. ¿Ok? Bueno, vámonos porque los tengo que llevar a la escuela y se nos hace tarde. Y yo tengo que ir a trabajar también. Vámonos, vámonos.
Lejos estoy del suelo donde he nacido. Inmensa nostalgia invade mi pensamiento. Y al verme tan sola y triste, cual hoja al viento, quisiera llorar, quisiera morir de sentimiento. Y al verme tan sola y triste, cual hoja al viento, quisiera llorar, quisiera morir de sentimiento. I have a dream that one day I'll see my land again.
Se portan muy bien, ¿ok? Se van con la señora María, ¿ok? Adiós, adiós.
Bye, mami.
Adiós, bye.
Hola,
Hola.
buenos días. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias.
Quería hacerte una invitación
Ajá.
a venir a un grupo de mujeres donde nos reunimos para hacer piñatas para celebrar el Día del Niño.
Ay, pero es que yo no sé hacer piñatas.
No te preocupes, ahí todas juntas aprenderemos.
Ah,
Nos reuniremos mañana, si gustas venir te esperamos.
ok, sí, porque voy a trabajar. Nos
Ok,
vemos.
ok, bye.
Hasta luego, cuídate. Gracias. Hi. I'm Flor, and I'm cleaning your house.
Oh, hi, my name is Christine. Come on in.
Thank
Come
you.
on in.
Thank you.
I'll be right back in 6 hours.
Okay.
I'm back.
Uh,
Did you finish everything?
yes.
Okay.
Only $60?
Yes. My house wasn't that dirty.
Okay. Thank you. Esto no es justo. Esto no es justo. Esto no es lo que me había prometido. Estuve todo el día limpiando su casa y solamente $60. Y de aquí todavía tengo que pagar a la señora María por cuidar a mis hijos. Ay, qué triste. gracias por invitarme.
Qué bueno que viniste.
Qué bonitas piñatas. Yo no sé hacerlas, pero están muy bonitas.
Sí, es lo que hacemos
Qué
aquí.
bonito. Están muy bonitas.
Gracias. ¿Cómo está? Hola, ¿cómo está? Qué bonito, qué lindas piezas de arte que saben hacer ustedes. Qué artistas tan talentosas. No, nosotros no somos artistas. Simplemente hacemos esto para desestresarnos y para celebrar el Día del Niño, ¿verdad?
Sí.
No, esto es considerado un arte. Por ejemplo, ¿tú qué sabes hacer? A mí me encanta cocinar. ¿Y a ti?
Me encanta tejer.
¿Y a ti?
Ah, me encanta cantar y bailar.
¿Lo han visto? Esto es un arte. Ustedes son consideradas unas artistas.
Yo pensé que para ser artista teníamos que ir a estudiar.
No, claro que no. Ustedes son consideradas unas artistas.
¡Wow!
Les invito a Creativity Alianza. Es una organización sin fines de lucro que ayuda a artistas como ustedes a generar ingresos extras a sus hogares, valorizando su tiempo y sus trabajos en esas bellas piezas de arte.
¡Wow!
O sea que podemos vender nuestras piñatas.
Sí, se pueden vender y crear sus propios negocios. ¿Les gustaría ir?
Sí, claro que sí.
Les invito entonces. ¿Nos vemos allá?
Ok, vale, vámonos.
¡Vamos!
Estamos muy contentas y agradecidas con Heart of Alliance que nos abrió su puerta y a toda la comunidad de Baltimore. Como artesanas nos encanta honrar, compartir y enseñar nuestras tradiciones y culturas a todos los demás, a nuestra comunidad, pero sobre todo a nuestros hijos, para que sigan pasando las futuras generaciones y no se los olvide sus raíces.
Damos clases para niños en las escuelas después de clases. Damos talleres de piñatas, de flores de papel, de flores de totomostle, de papel picado. Montamos altares en librerías, en universidades y mucho más.
¡Wow! Nunca pensé ser reconocida como maestra que pudiese dar clases y además estoy tan feliz de poder hablar en público.
Nunca pensé que cocinar sería un arte. Me siento tan feliz de haber aprendido tanto, que ahora soy una empresaria y tengo mi propio negocio. Nos encanta compartir nuestras fiestas y celebraciones ancestrales como el Día de los Muertos, las posadas y en especial un día con mamá.
¡Wow! ¡Wow! Somos reconocidas nacionalmente. Esto parece un sueño. No puedo creer que hemos logrado tanto.
Artesanas, cantemos todas juntas y acompáñenos por favor. Esto es Cielito Lindo.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo.
escapando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Todos. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Todos, que se escuche. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo. Y artesanas, ¿qué se alegran? Los
All right, all right, all right. Give it up one more time for the Artesanas of Creative Alliance. That was an experience. Yes, representing Highlandtown. Oh, yes, yes. So the next neighborhood we have on deck is one that is super near and dear to my heart. I was once on the board of this arts district. I've run the streets. I've performed on the stages. I've danced in the club. You know what I'm saying? I've done all the things up and down North Avenue. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I did. Somebody knows me. They shouted it out. Don't tell my life. Don't you tell it. Get me in trouble. I'm married now. Woo! Hallelujah. So this neighborhood is called the Station North Arts District. Oh, yeah. Some fun places like where you can get your two-step on or twerk or whatever it is that you do. The Crown. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, I saw hands. I saw glory hands go up. That's how you know it's real. Our very own Impact Hub Baltimore is located smack dab. You got Joe Squared. You've got Nancy's by Snack. Kev and Bill, come on. A beautiful neighborhood. Representing the Station North Arts District is the founder of the Baltimore Comedy Festival. Voted Best Comedian by the Baltimore Sun 2020. Give it up for Ivan Martin. Clapping, he's coming. Keep clapping, he's coming. There it is.
Keep clapping. Make some noise, Baltimore, come on. What's going on, Medicine Show, Baltimore? I said, what's going on, Medicine Show, Baltimore? It is so beautiful to be here and to see you all, man. So, this evening, my story will be about Station North. As she said before, primarily from the comedic aspect and standpoint, because I'm a comedian myself. Back in 2017, I started the Baltimore Comedy Festival, and instead of hitting you with a story, I'm gonna just take you on a walk and a stroll of what it was like before Omarion and coronavirus. And as my father likes to call it, the co-virus. Station North is comprised of over 40 bars, restaurants, galleries, and venues. One of the small businesses is the Baltimore Comedy Festival. Every single year, we host 100 comedians, and 60% of them are from outside of the DMV area. We wanted to think about something fun to represent the city when we first started, so our logo is a dead rat. And then the next year, the rat got healed. And then the following year, he started dating a young lady. And then coronavirus happened and they got vaccinated. So look out for 2022 rat this year coming for you. So let's go on a stroll doing comedy. Back, I say right before coronavirus hit, used to be able to hit 4 open mics in one night on North Avenue. Now somebody know what I'm talking about, you heard it, yep. We land at Joe Square. Somebody like Judah Friedlander from 30 Rock might be doing a show. Umar Khan might give him a call and say, come on in. Umar Khan started that room. You go inside Joe Square, you never know what you may end up seeing. It's like a weird, hippie, cool kind of vibe. Like, for instance, you might end up sitting beside somebody and eating pizza and look over and that's the same homeless person you just gave $2 to outside. And everybody's friendly, you know? And they look at you like, yeah, it's me, it's me. So we leave Joe Square and we're walking down the street. Now we can pause it right here because this location, those of you all that know, is the infamous, most dangerous McDonald's you will ever see in your life. Like, this is the part on your journey when your friends that's like here for the comedy festival, just doing comedy from out of town, you stop and you be like, make sure whatever in your pocket is in it once we pass this location. You don't know what may end up happening. We can keep rolling. The cool thing about this location is no matter how dangerous it is, no matter what done happened there, you're gonna find yourself there one day for lunch eventually, you know? Don't be ashamed. Now, right at this spot, something cool, and this is the charm of our city. This is the beautiful part of the neighborhood. Pause it right there. Right above, right there, that portrait you saw there was Amy Sherrill. You can keep going. Amy Sherrill also painted the Michelle Obama portrait in Station North at Motor House. A little 2 points for you there. So now we walk across the street, and I want to take a pause, not necessarily right here, but we're going to get to this corner. We're going to get to a location that back in the 70s and 80s hosted comedy on North Avenue. And it was a premier venue for black artists to be able to come, have a good time, chill out, enjoy themselves, dance, as well as do comedy. And since we're in Black History Month and I'm taking you on this journey, I had to, for the OGs, give a special shout out to Odell's. And you know, that was before my time. That was before my time. So I wanted to bring a good friend of mine and also a great person and a great advocate to the arts community here in Baltimore City to explain to you, someone that was flesh and blood in that location. Make some noise and give it up for the outstanding Julie King.
Hey, everybody. That's me. I was a little nerdy. I was a little nerdy, straight A student with glasses, and then I discovered Odell's. Got my mother's "You Know If You Belong" card, got my fake ID, and me and all my friends, we made that trot from West North Avenue to East North Avenue. We walked over that bridge, we went to Odell's. We stood in that line without clothes that we had on layaway all week. For Thursday night, when we got to Odell's, we stood in that line, and we got in there, and we had to get past Jackie. If Jackie gave you that nod, you knew you belonged. We stood in that line, we got inside, Jackie gave you that nod. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, once we got in. One day, my brother went with us. We had this pact. When we go across this bridge, whoever don't get in, don't get in. We see you when we get out. We get in Odell's. I got the nod. For some reason, she liked me, and my brother didn't get in. Hour later, I see we on the dance floor, and here he is. It's not over. He went home and changed his clothes. She let him in. We used to sit in those little carpeted little booths and drink that little punch that tastes like, it came out the little fountain, and it tastes like snowball flavor with ice in it. But we were like, we had danced our little butts off. We was getting the time of our life. And you know if you belong, if you got in Odell's. And that was my coming of age story with Odell's on North Avenue.
One more time for Julie King. All right, so we strolling now. Now, this is a location we all know. Now, this is not necessarily where we're about to walk past a comedy venue. It's more so like an everything venue. See, on this spot, yeah, y'all know what I'm about to talk about. And it is named appropriately. The Why Not Lot. And it's so cool, man. We be doing anything there. You be like, hey, let's go do yoga tail jokes, and somebody gonna do backflips. Why not? Yeah, man, it's cool. I remember one time on the way walking to the Crown, with some comics we were walking, and one was from New York, one was from Connecticut, and they just got off stage. We standing outside the Crown, and the next thing you know, some woman walked past, off the street. She had her cart with her, she saw Jim. She said, you got a couple of dollars you can spend? And the guy from New York goes, oh, I only use my money for art and food. Being a smart, what I'm saying? And after that, she looked him straight in the face, eye contact, and said, what about dance? And kept eye contact. Within 2 seconds, she dropped right down to a stripper split. Kept eye contact, stripper split, whole time, And then got back up and was like, I was like, that's Baltimore. Pause it right there. If you've ever been to the Crown, you know who that is. Now, the cool thing about this dude right here, Tony, good and well, it's like he's too good at it. You ever met somebody like wake up with the security shirt on? Like, that's what they do. Tony will ask you for your ID no matter how long you've known him. I'm pretty sure Tony asked his best friends for ID. Like, Tony will see you walk in and recognize you and be like, hey, you the funny man. Yeah, man, I seen your show last time. Good stuff, man. Let me see your ID. You'll be like, you know me. But yeah, the Crown, man. And the thing I love about the Crown is the diversity, the type of people you'll see, the type of shows you'll see, the Micah students that come through and make it even weirder, but we love it. And look at that right there. Look at that audience. How diverse is that? It's like whatever song come on, 50% of the room gonna dance, So now we're leaving the Crown, and we're bopping. We're on our way, heading right on North Avenue, trying to go down to North Avenue Market. Now, North Avenue Market, back in the day, those of you all don't know, used to be a market that was more so designed like Lexington Market. Way back, and it was a bowling alley on the second floor towards the back. Now, in the last few years, a gentleman by the name of Michael first started an open mic, and that became one of 4 of the mics that we could visit on North Avenue. Michael Furr is an outstanding dude, and he is a large proponent to the LGBTQ scene in the city of Baltimore and in the arts community. And also, he hosted Pride Baltimore 2 years in a row. He has one of those personalities where you're gonna hear him before you see him. Like, as soon as you walk in, he gonna be like, hey! And you're gonna be like, Michael, I'm right here. We've been here for an hour. You know, like, that's his personality. I love Mike, and usually by the time you get to Station North and you leaving up out, usually by the time you get to North Avenue Market, you've done your set. You've done 3 comedy sets that night. By that point, you usually want to end it off. There go Michael Furr, I told you. He's a fun person, man. I love him. By the time you get out of your 3rd mic, you're starting to wind down, you're pulling out your notes, and you head down to the headquarters of the Baltimore Comedy Festival. Every Wednesday night, we have an open mic that hosts 15 to 25 comedians, and I love that location. That's the city that birthed everything that we do. That's usually where we end our night off because that's the latest going open mic. And other than that, welcome to Station North. Welcome me to your neighborhood next time you get a chance. My name is comedian Ivan Martin. And I have a few people from the neighborhood that want to say, welcome to Station North.
Welcome to Station North.
Welcome to Station North. Welcome to Station North.
Welcome to Station North.
Hello, Baltimore. Welcome to Station North.
Thank you all very much.
All right. Give it up one more time for Ivan Martin and Julie King. Woo! Station North. That was a wonderful walk through the neighborhood. Yeah? I love that. So, clearly we have something really cool about to happen. Clearly. So the next neighborhood we have is the Bromo Arts District. Yeah, you can clap for that. I hear it trickling, but yeah, go ahead, give us some love. Give us some love. It's one of the oldest anchors in Baltimore City. It is itself anchored by the Bromo Seltzer Arts Tower, which now houses artists, poets, photographers, etc., etc., etc. This presentation is going to be brought to you by an amazing cultural producer, performer, and film director, Carly J. Bales, also Noelle Tolbert, also Laure Drogoul. Please give it up for all three of them and the Bromo Arts District.
The Bromo Tower is a clock tower, and it was built in Baltimore in 1911. It was surrounded by the Emerson Drug Company. Emerson, made famous for the effervescent, toxic, hangover relief remedy called Bromo seltzer. Originally, the building had a 50-foot bottle made of glass, glowing blue, and rotating. It weighed 20 tons and was illuminated with 350 incandescent lights. The tower was a clock tower facing north, south, east, and west. On a clear night, it could be seen for over 20 miles.
You are walking down the street. The street, you know. You know? Up, down, up, down. Or was it, what was it? You find yourself lost in the facts of place. Place. Object permanence. The neat arrangement, the collection, just so, and just so, a place is gone. Just so, something new. Or nothing at all. A lack. An opening. And just so you find yourself pulled forward and upright into the bright light by 1,000 invisible lines you will never, ever see.
Chip. Yes, give it up for Carly, Noelle, and Laure. Bromo Arts District. Woo. All right. How y'all feeling? Good. This has been a great night, yeah? Oh, yeah. So when I wanted to tell you a little story. You can play a little soft. You can play a little soft something. I want to walk down memory lane real quick. There you go. So I want to tell y'all a story. I want to tell you a story about a little black girl who was going to school in Columbia, Maryland. Around year 1998-ish. She was applying for colleges, trying to get going somewhere. She applied to this school, HBCU, on the west side of Baltimore. She learned that she had gotten a scholarship. Not one scholarship, but two. Two scholarships. She got one for honors, which paid for tuition and fees, and she got one for track. D1 MEAC. That's big. Hey, clap for that. That's a big thing. She was out there running. You know what I'm saying? That paid for room and board. Her parents, her pops, her stepdad, and her mom, we wanted to see it. So it's me. Clearly it's me. So we hopped in the car. And they'd given us directions. And I'd already been there, but I wasn't paying much attention, They're giving us directions. They told us to go Gwynns Falls. They didn't tell us to go North Avenue. We went Gwynns Falls. It was beautiful, trees, lovely, wide streets, all of that. We get there and we're like, oh, look at this beautiful bubble. The school at the time was called Coppin State College. Oh, look at that. We got some Coppinites in the space who understand the significance of that. It is now Coppin State University. It is at the top of North Avenue. And when we were coming back, we decided to go North Avenue. Anybody? 99, 98, ever? Drive down? Oh, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. Listen, we stopped at the light. His brother was chasing another brother through the cars with a baseball bat. That's what it was like 20-some years ago. But I say all that to say, this next neighborhood that we're about to experience is one that's near and dear to my heart. I had the opportunity to not only go to Coppin State, then college, now university. I graduated from the school. I got a chance to see the next dorm. It was only one dorm. I got to see the second dorm be built. I go back now and see the sports complex. I see the science buildings, plural. I see it uplifting black young people and making us want to stay here in Baltimore City. I lived here for 20 years. I never left until I left. But I lived there for 20 years. And I had an opportunity also to work at the Sprint store in Mondawmin. I ran the first and only open mic in the mall called Say Words Saturdays. It's a beautiful community. It is. When I said I was up and down North Avenue, I meant it. I was at the top to the bottom. This is a major corridor in our city. It is a beautiful neighborhood. So we are about to talk about the greater Mondawmin area. Home for me. Watched them film The Corner at what was First Union Bank. Y'all don't even know what I'm saying right now. But we have an amazing feature for you to close out the night. Brought to you by one of the most phenomenal poets of today that I have heard speak. She's also a writer and a director of film. So please give it up for the one and only Nia June.
Hello, how are you guys feeling? Good? So I'm Nia June, and I'm doing the Greater Mondawmin neighborhood. This is a community of proud people. What I love most about it is that most of the businesses in this community have been there for decades. And I didn't know this. They're Black-owned, they're owned by community members, or people who just have a deep affinity for the people in this neighborhood. The film you're about to see is written and directed by me. It is shot by my brother, the amazing Kirby Griffin. Please make some noise for him. Yeah. He actually grew up in this neighborhood, West Side certified. He still lives there. He loves this community. And the music for this film was created by two wonderful musicians who I promise you are going to take over the film scoring industry, and that is my brother, Brandon Woody and Troy Long. Yes. And in this film, you're going to see some of those businesses that I spoke about. Now, we did step outside of the community a little bit, but the reason for that is because we really wanted to show businesses that also align with the values that the Greater Mondawmin community stands on, and the power of what could happen if that value ripples across Baltimore. So, you know, Baltimore is a community that needs love, that needs resources, and the people that you're about to see in this film are giving Baltimore that. So, without further ado, I present to you the documentary, Keep What You Sow.
Hi, I'm Tammy, the owner of Carry Hardware, located at 2100 West North Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. Carry Hardware has been in my family since 1982, and then I took over in 2017. I stayed in this community because I've been here. The customers know my name. I've seen families, children grow up, and I've been in the neighborhood since I was young. I'm not going nowhere. They don't want me to go anywhere. Some of them can't get to Home Depot. Some of them can't get to Lowe's. So everybody can't get out of the city. Everybody can't get out of the hood. I'm the closest thing that they have. I think that young Black boys and girls should take up the trade of carpentry, plumbing, electrical, drywall. Every house needs someone to build it.
How you doing? I'm KC, and I'm the owner of KC Studio at 208 South Pulaski Street. I'm from Baltimore, East Side, of course, and I'm a welding artist. So I do metal work, I tattoo metal, and I create just about anything you can think of. I started doing metal work with my aunt and uncle at their company at C1 Welding. I actually was in college. It was going through my sophomore year, but things went bad. I wound up not being able to go back to the D1 college I was wrestling at because I got injured. I was homeless at the time. I went to sleep at my aunt and uncle their bench outside of their house. And they came home. My aunt nursed me back to health. And then my uncle gave me a job. I've been welding ever since. It saved my life, and it put me in a position to where I never needed a job again. If I can show somebody else welding in a different form, a different light, and they like, you know what, I think that's interesting, I might want to try that, I'll do it. And I've taught a lot of people how to weld. And I'm showing a lot of young men out there, like, it's more than you can do. You can have a nice car, a nice home, and not ever sell drugs. You trying to stay afloat, just like everybody else, but I'm gonna show you a way. The art scene here is amazing in Baltimore. It's not New York, it's not Atlanta, it's not Miami, it's Baltimore. We're our own genre, we're our own wave. We're gritty, it's small to more, so everybody knows everybody. And that dynamic is so raw, but then it's also the business aspect of it. Like, people are trying different ways, different stuff. It's so much more, and I love that. I do a lot of my best work when I'm surrounded by other artwork. it just really motivated me and inspired me. There have been times when I'll be welding in here and I'll have somebody painting or somebody sewing. And it's just, I'm drawing from that energy. I'm drawing to that Baltimore-ness. Welding has allowed me to make money, so I'm not a starving artist. So when I see somebody who does something talented, sure, let's work together. Let's collab, let's do whatever, but I'm gonna support you. The project I worked for the Upendo Planning Committee, it was these big metal music notes. After it was complete, there was money in the budget for it to be painted, and I was like, well, I'm done working on this. So I reached out to a couple of my artist friends. I didn't care. I was like, look, you want to come out and paint this project, I'm gonna pay you a couple dollars, and you can paint it. It's already in the budget, so come on. And we did. I don't know what it is, but I was born to be a father. Like, this is like the best. Like, welding is great, don't get me wrong. I love welding, I love my artwork, but spending time with my son and my family that's the top for me.
My name is Danny. I'm the owner of Illicit Rag Vintage, located in Baltimore, Maryland, and I've been in business for 4.5, almost 5 years. Materials back then, they were actually meant to last because people didn't know when they were going to get another coat. And people had time. The world wasn't moving so fast. So it would literally, someone would enjoy spending a year on making one coat. So if somebody took a year to make your coat, every stitch on this coat is here to stay. Everything is mass produced and everything is remade now. There's rarely something that is unique and new, like never been done before. I feel that vintage pieces have more character. So I feel like they are definitely more relatable to artists and creatives, and that's mostly who I tend to have come to my business and support it. Here, it is that culture, it's that realness, that rawness that you can't get anywhere else. When I was younger, I used to go away to get inspired. But my friends inspire me too. There are people here that also inspire me. However, I had to figure out what it was they were missing. And like I said, the platform wasn't given to them, or a lot of the resources that they need, because there are creatives here, tons of creatives here, but the issue has always been lack of resources. Instead of complaining about, oh, the fashion isn't what I want it to be here, or I want people to have originality, I supply that. That's my goal. That's why everything is specially curated. That's why I make sure that I have statement pieces that probably will complement you, your personality, and give you the opportunity to be a little different than what your neighbor looks like.
My name is Akio Evans. I'm from East Baltimore, and I'm the owner of Akio's Glorious Heroes. I like to create things that is something personable to the heart, because my mom's, she passed of a heart attack. So I didn't realize until after she passed, I'm talking about maybe 2 or 3 years later, which was in 2015, 2016, as I was creating the Akio's Glorious Heroes, that Akio in Japanese, it means glorious hero, and it also means bright man. And being that she died of a heart attack, I put all the tags onto the left side. The story is Akio's Glorious Heroes represents the comic books that my mother forced me to read. And I would lie and say, yeah, I read the comic. And my mother was like, oh, okay, well, what happened to this? Nah, she'll take like 5 comic books out of my collection and have me read one, because she knew that I was a kid that didn't understand the value of reading. So she figured that reading comic books would help me. So everything that I create, whether it be, Bright Boy, whether it be the Baltimore Diamonds, it coincides with Akio being a bright man. Diamonds shine bright, And then with the heroes and the hearts, it all adds to that story that creates value to what I'm able to give others and what I'm able to do for myself. I do a lot of research. That's really the basis of what I create, and maybe that's probably why people who collect my art gravitated to it a lot more, because it is something personable. It is some things that I dig deep in that they don't even realize or think that nobody knows. I feel like that is what the heart represents, Even when you look at the heart, in those last 3 letters is art. You get what I'm saying? So I remember one of the things that Michael K. Williams said when I finally was able to make his piece. He said, art makes you feel something. You get what I'm saying? He said, I can go to Barney's, I can get Gucci or whatever. He said, but none of that stuff is gonna do what you did for me. You made me feel something. So that's what really art is. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of like Akio's Glorious Heroes. It consists of hearts and heroes. And it represents being your own hero. You know what I mean? I stay here because at a young age, like a lot of people ask me, like, how is you able to work your full-time gig and do what you do? And it's only because I feel like I get that rawness from here. I get, you know, the creative spark from here. I have my own store in Spokane, Washington. I've traveled over the West Coast knowing nobody. And I gambled everything on my dream and my hustle, because I was hustling out there. So I done did all that at a young age. I know how that is. I tasted it. And then I'm seeing that a lot of people are coming to this city that are seeing the value in this city. And there's people that live in this city and they don't even see the same value because they're so close to it.
Yes, yes, yes. Give it up one more time for Keep What You Sow. And those who brought this wonderful film to us, Nia June, Kirby Griffin, Brandon Woody, Troy Long. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in this room, this has been the Medicine Show Presents, a night of neighborhood storytelling. Brought to you by Impact Hub Baltimore, GoDaddy, and the Empower Baltimore program. Please give it up for those participants in the program who are in this room, for those putting it on. We are so excited for the next chapters, the next things coming. Do not forget, if you are interested, please apply to the program. You have time. They are filling seats for the second and third cohorts right now, y'all. So please get involved. If you want to know more about it, please contact Impact Hub Baltimore. Go by, visit, all of that. Give it up for Upendo, the band. And my name is Michelle Antoinette Nelson, AKA Love the Poet. I have been your host for the evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So good to be back in Baltimore. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.